In this video, we're going to talk about Polylang, which is a plugin for WordPress that will help you to create a multilingual website. Now, just by searching into Google, you will find the Polylang website. I'm gonna just show you the most important features here. So you can search for Polylang. You have a totally free version and you have also a pro version. So if you go here in products, you will find all the details and the prices, and this is the free one that you can free download and install into WordPress, but I'm gonna show you how you can activate it directly into WordPress. Now, I'm gonna show you here that the difference between the Polylang Free and Pro. Now, what you can do with Polylang is translate, but this is an automated translation, so it's not the best thing you could do in translating your articles. It's better if you do human translation than an automatic translation. You can do that with Google Translate, by the way. And also you can translate the pages and categories, menus, widgets, you can use subcategories, subdomains, and so on. So why is Polylang useful? It's useful because it's another management tool. In this case, it's going to help you to manage languages. So we already work in WordPress, which is a content management system or CMS. And this other plugin, it's to manage the part concerning the languages. So if we go in the plugins page, we can go to add new and we can search for Polylang in the search bar here. Okay, you can see you have also other options, not only Polylang, you also have Polylang for WooCommerce, and this is the one they have downloaded and installed. To do that, just click on install now, wait for the plugin to be downloaded, and then click to activate. It's pretty easy. Now, when you finish to download it, you can also go here into plugins. If you forgot to activate, you can go here and, well, I'm gonna deactivate it right now just to show you, and then you can click here to activate the plugin. Now, also from the plugin page, you can go directly here into the settings. So I'm gonna open it up in another page. So you either go from the plugins page, or you can go down here into the languages and go to settings, or I will show you the other in just a minute. Well, that's the same one here. That's the languages page. So this is where you can add or delete the languages. So let's add another language. Right now, I've added the English language, which is the main language of my website. And you can see that all the posts in my website at the moment are in English. So I can go down here and create, once I create different articles in different languages, they're gonna show up here if I will assign that to this language. But again, don't worry, I'm gonna explain this later. I just want to show you how you can add and delete languages from the first menu, which is the languages menu. So right here, you can choose a language. So I'm gonna pick, for example, let's say French. Okay, you can just search for, or Portuguese. Let's go for Portuguese and this one here. Okay, you can give it a name, and also, well, you can read all the instructions here. This is the locale, which is the, let's say, shorten description. Okay, and then you can decide if going left to right or right to left, but in this case it's gonna be left to right. You can choose a flag, which I'm gonna leave the Portugal flag, and say here, well, also you can give an order. So right now the first is the English, the second is Italian, and the third is Spanish. So I'm gonna add this new language and just wait for a few seconds, and it should appear right there. Okay, now it doesn't have an order, but I can go here and say edit, and then I will go back here and set this to 4 and say update. So when you will open the flag, or you will create a menu with the flags inside, this is the order that they're gonna be shown. Okay, so first thing, you can create or delete if you want. So if I change my mind here and I want to delete Portuguese, I'm gonna click here and delete it. And then again, just wait a couple of seconds, should disappear. There you go. So first thing, you need to figure out which languages you want to use. Now, the second thing you can do, it's also go here in the setup. So you either do everything like this, or you can go and use this wizard and go step by step. So you can see you can find the same things, add new language, choose a default language, continue, select the language, the main language, continue, and then you're ready. Now you will find all the documentation here and also some suggestions. So the first step is to create menus, and so you can then add a switcher to switch from a language to another. And then start to translate some pages or some articles as well, so that you can then switch them into another language. And of course here, some suggestions if you want to upgrade to the Polylang Pro. Okay, I'm gonna close this. So you can go menu by menu, or you can go here in the setup. It's your choice. Now, once you have set up these first settings, you can go, for example, into posts or into pages and start your translations. Now, let me show you pages. Okay. Now, you can see that it's going to be different from your usual WordPress because you will find these flags. And this is showing me that, okay, I have all the English pages, but I don't have the translation in Italian and in Spanish. I need to create a copy basically of that page, but in another language. So I'm gonna click here, and this is gonna show me a new page basically that I need to fill out just as any other page, and I need to translate the original. So everything is manual here. And here we can then work with all the other parameters like page attributes. This is the language that I'm working right now, and I can see that this is a translation of the original English page called Design Masters, and this is for the pages. Now if you go into the posts, it's gonna be pretty similar. So again, I have all my posts. I need to create a translation. I will click on the plus icon, and again I can create the Spanish title and Spanish block, text block, and Spanish categories, Spanish tags, and so on and so forth. So this is how it's gonna work. Now, if you don't have any content in those other languages that you've chosen to add to your multilingual website, you won't see the menus. Let me show here now the menus. This is another important step. So I'm gonna go to Appearance, Menus, and here you will see that you will have a new one, which is called Language Switcher. And you can click here and add to menu. And I've already done that, so I will close this. And if you go here, this is my main menu, and I have all my main pages here. And here I've added the language switcher. Now you can customize this. So you can choose to display the languages as a drop-down menu. You can choose to see the names of the languages and the flags, or only the flags, or only the names of the languages. And then, also pretty important, I decided to hide the current language because I'm already seeing that, so I don't want that to be translated. But also, I want to hide languages with no translation. So this means that, let me show you here on the main page of my website. Okay, if you go here, you won't see any flag. because this is already in English, so it's hidden, and I don't have any translation. So nothing will change in your website until you create the translation for this page. So let's say that I don't want to hide the current language and also the language with no translation, and save the menu so we can see an example of how it's gonna look like. Save it, go back here and update the page, and there you go. That's my first flag because I do have English version, not the others. Otherwise, I would see the other flags, and then I can decide to show the other flags as a drop down or in another fashion. So let's activate also this save menu, go to the website, update, and there you go. Now I can see that, well, I only have English, but then I can add other, or well, actually they're going to be automatically added when you create the translation for this article. So this will be all for this guide. I hope you enjoyed. Please check our other guides in our YouTube channel, and you can subscribe if you want to support us. And if you want to give a little more support, you can join and become our YouTube supporter. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.